What's up everyone, Queen Puff Gaming here, and I'm back with a new episode of Game Pickups. Now I picked up some great stuff, some from the store, some from online, and we're just gonna dive right in with the first one. Now the first one I have here is Riddled Corpses EX. Now this is a game from Red Art Games, which is a company that releases physical limited games, and they have some really great sales up right now, so definitely go check that one out. Now it's basically a twin stick shooter where you have to fend off hordes of zombies in constant spawn waves using a gun at your disposal. You can blow up cars, barrels, other stuff to help you on your way through a wave, and you can collect coins to later upgrade a character. It has a story mode, survival mode, arcade mode, but from what I could see they basically look the same, which is not bad. It still plays really awesome. It also has a co-op mode, and I did not try that one out yet. I'm definitely gonna. From what I can see so far, it's right up my alley because I really enjoy these 8-bit kind of graphics. And twin stick shooters are one of my favorite genre, so definitely pick this one up. It's still on sale, and Red Art Games is really an amazing company, and they ship really quickly. The next one I have here is Quake for the N64. Now I found out that one of my local pickup stores was actually open, and I decided to take a look because this guy, he sells from the oldest to the newest games, and it's really always a treat to check it out. So I picked up Quake since I played a ton of this back in the day on the PC, and I really wanted to try it out on the N64 because when I was younger I also had an N64, and I decided to buy the N64 again. So yeah, the game has not aged that well, but man, the gameplay is still solid as hell. This is one of the best first-person shooters out there on the N64, and in my opinion, it's a great successor to the Doom series. Another game I picked up in his store was Plok for the SNES. Now Plok is essentially a 2D side-scrolling platformer with bright, colorful, crazy characters, and it really plays like a dream. I never heard of it before. It looked interesting and I had to try it, and I have no regrets so far. You have to solve puzzles along the way, fight off enemies with your shooting limbs, and of course try to get some sort of high score. Along the way you can pick up gifts that give you special power-ups. And yeah, all in all, it's really a great platformer, so definitely try to find this one if you're into the SNES games. Now, the last game I picked up at his store is Shadow Hearts from the New World. I heard from this game before, but I never really decided to pick it up until now. It's actually an epic RPG adventure set in 1929 during a violent and dark time in America. You play as this young detective Johnny Garland, who sets off on an adventure to track down a horrifying apparition, and you soon find yourself undertaking an incredible RPG journey. And you get company from a fearless bounty hunter called Shania, who has mystical powers. The visuals, even though it is a PS2 game, they really wow me. I have not played much of this, but from what I've seen, I definitely want to try to finish this game because I'm really into these kind of graphics, and I love myself some JRPG. Then we have Dragon Quest Sentinels of the Starry Skies for the Nintendo DS. A while ago I decided to buy all of the Dragon Quest series games. I'm still trying to pick them up one by one after playing 11 for the Switch. I was totally hooked, and the first one I actually bought was Dragon Quest 7. Then I bought 8, and then I bought this one, 9. It may not be the best in the series, but boy, it is an epic adventure. The characters are so lovable, the upgrading system and the customization are fun, and I think this game looks pretty damn good on the 2DS. The spawning of enemies was rather welcome after 7 and 8, and the story is really grand. You play as this guardian angel who has to save the world from evil. You can also play this game with friends, which makes it very interesting, because I don't think in 7 and 8 you can play together. Actually, I haven't tried it out, but yeah, I definitely want to try to see if I can play this game in co-op, if I still can. I'm not really sure. But yeah, overall, really great RPG game. The next one I picked up is White Day Labyrinth called School. Well, this is actually a survival horror set in a Korean high school. You have to hide and run from this killer stalker, and there is also a malevolent spirit after you. The awesome thing about this game is that it has 9 endings. So it does have a lot of replay value. It has a pretty deep background story, so I'm not going to spill the beans too much on that. But I highly recommend this one if you are into the survival horror genre. It will give you some good scares, but then again, I do get spooked really easily. I play a lot of horror games, and yeah, this one is a bit more on the scary side because not all of them are that scary. I really enjoyed this one though, so check it out. Then we have the Yakuza Remastered Collection. Well, I found out that Yakuza was basically the same sort of gameplay as Judgment, and for that reason I really had to pick it up because Judgment is a great game. I covered that one in my last pickups video. And then I decided to buy the Yakuza games. Now in this collection are 3, 4 and 5, and I have to say they did the remastering so good, because I did check them out on the PS3 as well for a little while, but this looks amazing. They really made an effort in remastering this, and of course we get to celebrate Kazuma Kiryu's saga all over again. And it is in a stunning 1080p, so it is really worth checking out. The combat system in this is amazing, the stories in these games are amazing, and they brought out Yakuza 7, I think. I'm not really sure if it's already out in Europe. I did see it on PlayAsia, and yeah, if you want to play the Yakuza games, this is a great way to start it. And of course, I could not leave out Final Fantasy VII Remake. Holy smokes, is this game on another level. I've played 7 and 8 on the PS1, and I had a ton of fun playing them. But they also had some frustrating gameplay mechanics at times, plus they were much slower in pace, but the remake is everything you want and need from a remake of a Final Fantasy game. It's high-paced in combat, stunningly visuals, the characters have so much depth. God, I cannot stop raving about this game. Let me give you a short story explanation for if you don't know 7. The world is suffering because of Shinra, a corporation that has complete control over the life force called Mako. Cloud Strife, a former elite soldier, joins the Avalanche Group, a resistance against Shinra, not knowing what consequences this will bring down upon him and the world. Now this is part 1, and it's played completely in Midgar, which I find totally fine because it brings much more depth to the game. So I really don't mind that they split this game into, probably it's going to be 3 parts, because part 1 already has around 30 to 50 hours of gameplay. That depends on if you do every side quest, if you want to see more of the world. And so I don't mind paying full price for this, because it is absolutely amazing, truly. So this was episode 2 of my game pickups, and I hope you guys enjoyed the games that I showed you. Maybe you want to pick some of these up as well. I definitely recommend each of them. And yeah, subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, click that bell button so you always get notification of my newest videos, and I see you guys next time. Queen Puff Gaming out.